Hey everybody, it's Pac-Quaza here for Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone PC. Off the bat, right here, we just came out of, what do we call that, broomstick practice, and we can get a couple beans from the suits of armor, which you can do. There's a cauldron right there, but nothing else. Now notice you cannot cast on that, and you cannot cast on that. And now, let's go talk to Hermione.
You're early for the lesson, Harry, but I'll teach you a new spell I've learnt on my own. The spell I learned is Alohomora. It will open magically locked things, but don't get into any mischief. This is the symbol for Alohomora. When I stop, hold down the mouse button and make the same pattern. Then let go of the button.
Something that's always bothered me, and when I showed Sorgan this game, and he saw this game, that was by accident. I recommend the bottom. You use the arrow keys to make a perfect flat ground. It makes it go a lot faster, and I think that's how I messed up. See, like you can just go right through that. That's how I recommend doing this. Everything else I did on a laptop with no mouse. So if I'm screwing up, there is my reason.
That was good, but I know you can do
Anyways,
even better.
what's always bothered
Great, Harry.
him is that you get points from Hermione.
5 house points for that charm.
She gives you points.
So give it another go.
Like in the name of Professor Flitwick, like why couldn't she just lie and get the points anyways? It made no sense. When you analyze it, it doesn't make any sense. But, what are you gonna do? Questioning the logic of this game,
that was
realizing
really well
that
done,
there's
Harry.
magic,
Professor Flitwick would award you at
sorcery,
least 10 house points.
a whole
Practice
bunch
makes
of
perfect,
crap,
So give it another go.
and the only thing you're worried about is a student being able to give house points, then call it a day. Anyways, this is the third round. We're trying for 80%. It looks like we're around it. And I have high hope that we will make it. Yeah, we made 80%. The next one's 95, so that's pretty hard to get even with a mouse.
Professor Flitwick will be very pleased with that attempt, Harry.
But
I'm sure he'd give
do
you
keep
15
in mind,
house points.
points are irrelevant in
Practice
this
makes
game.
perfect, So give it another go.
So, we want to trace, law. You do keep in mind, points are irrelevant, and that looked really good. Well, I wonder what I'm going to get. Oh, baby! What now?
Fantastic work, Harry. That was
What
brilliant, Harry.
now?
Professor Flitwick
Eat
will
it.
award you at least 20 house points.
Eat it. 4 out of 4, all 50 points. I told you I could do it.
Now you try using Alohomora. We still have a few minutes before the charms lesson. That door in front of you is magically locked. Cast Alohomora to open it.
Alohomora is an opening lock spell. However, there are 2 secrets in this room I showed you before you could not cast on because you did not have the spell already. Nice touch. If you hit all those suits of armor fully, the wall will arise and you'll be able to get these 2 chests, which is another feature Alohomora is good for. And one of its main ones is being able to open chests. People blocked it, and so, that's one of the larger uses you'll have for Alohomora throughout the entire game. And it's also used to open a lot of the secrets in the game. Like, as you saw, you could use it on the wall, portrait on the wall, and the suitcase, and now the door. The door's required. So.
You've got it. Now, can you find the 2 secrets in this room?
Now, if you hit the suit of armor with Flitpendo, you get a bean, and clear view that there is a wizard card. this is our next wizard, our third wizard card actually, I think. I'm keeping track. And second, we actually had to wait for the entire animation of collecting it to get used to that animation.
Try the bookcase.
Now, if you just talk to her, she'll tell you exactly what it is you're supposed to do. But besides that...
If you're done admiring yourself, Harry, take a look at that magical chest. Cast Alahomora to unlock it.
I've already done that. Yeah. I recommend whenever you open chests to just stand right in front of it, so when all the beans come out instantly, like you collect it all, there's a cast Alahomora on the mirror, you'll be able to go through and collect the chocolate frog. There's a secret right there also containing another chest. Alahomora has the second most used spell. I really have no exact knowledge as to which one gets used more, in my opinion.
Through this door.
I think it's Flipendo, however, Alahomora is the most used for secrets. And now, we'll be going into...
Welcome, young wizards. I am Professor Flitwick, and today you will learn the levitation spell, Wingardium Leviosa.
Charms
Observe
lesson.
the correct Wingardium Leviosa symbol. When I stop,
Yes.
hold down the mouse button and follow the pattern, then release the button.
You've done this once. You thought that save game book wasn't there for a good reason? Now, if you're having trouble with this, you can use the save game book to come here again and again and again. Just if you want to get 100% in points. If you
That was first-rate, Mr.
really
Potter.
don't care,
5 points for Gryffindor.
which is the wiser
Try
way to do
going slightly
things,
faster this
you
time.
can just not. All you need to do is the first time, any other time is not required. But we'll just see what we can do here. To
Most impressive, Mr.
fill
Potter.
the point pool.
10 points for Gryffindor.
My point pool needs to be
Let's
filled.
continue with the lesson, Mr. Potter.
Tracing, release. Ouch. Didn't even make it.
Oh
What are you gonna
dear,
do?
that was awfully close. You may now enter the Wingardium Leviosa challenge to practice the spell. Follow me, Mr. Potter. Cast Wingardium Leviosa on that statue, then move it onto that large plate.
Wingardium Leviosa is not a very practical spell. You use it to lift certain locks. You can then move around with, I think, the mouse and the keyboard and move it over to platform and then release it.
Now go and collect the challenge stars. I'll meet you at the end. Good luck, Mr. Potter.
As the whole platform moving on is the only concept for Wingardium Leviosa, it's not as practical as the Flipendo and Alahomora spell. So giving you Alahomora to the side of this spell is forgivable, learning 2 spells in 1 level instead of spreading it out further. And now we're going to have a full-out fledged Wingardium Leviosa puzzle with our first challenge star and save game book. As we're progressing forward, in this small section there will be nothing but rewards and beans in the cauldron until we step through those 2, I want to say gates, but they don't have any other fences. Openings, doors, doors. Yeah, those are doors. Anyways, we're collecting the beans for now. We've collected the beans. We'll go through and we'll notice there's 2 Wingardium Leviosa blocks and a statue that has beans inside. So we'll get the beans. And those Wingardium Leviosa blocks do not have any reasonable place to go to, for their platforms are locked behind a fence. Well, now I can say gate. I think that's a gate. So we need to open those blocks and we get to gnomes. Gnomes are in a way of the flipendo switches we are required to move the blocks with. Now, up here is a perfect spot to fight the gnomes, as when they run against you, they cannot get up there. Just want to point that out. However, you can finish them off quickly, and these two flipendo switches open up the gates and allow you to put the two Wingardium Leviosa blocks where they belong. Therefore, solving this puzzle, you'll just fly it in position slowly. It's not the most effective way of doing things. And the first one opens the door so you can see that that's the direction you're supposed to go. Yes, does not open the gates. It's the last kick in the face. This game has an odd tendency to open the door first and then the gates. Or is it just me that feels that way? If you usually just drop it smallly on it, it somehow when it lands on it, it focuses it in the middle. That or it just makes it count, so you can get it on it a little. That's all that matters. Now if you turn left here, there will be a challenge star just right there, out of the blue. Right here we have, you know, block for this Wingardium Leviosa block. However, if you are dumb enough to drop it off the cliff, it comes back.
Wingardium Leviosa.
And I always remember this exact spot in the game, like, as for like nostalgic childhood memories. And we were messing around with this block, we were putting it on it every sometimes. And however, we could never really make that specific a jump. Like as when I was a kid, so we didn't really get past that one spot. So I always remember that one spot. Other people got past it, yeah, but never me. Until I got a computer that could actually run this frickin' game. Anyways, if you go over here, there is a other block location that we can move a block onto, and if you move it onto it, you can open a small passage. Hey, it's passage! That's what I was looking for. Get Flipendo pad, which lets us get a challenge star later in the level, but if you use Alhamore on the mirror to let you through, you can get this, well, did I see through the wall? Yes, I did. Anyways, continuing forth, you get 3 chests and a challenge star. We're gonna let all of them fall where they need to be, because one of them will be a wizard card. Now, grab that star, and now, grab the wizard card. Progressing forward, we will collect all our beans that we let drop. You can't just stand in front of them and let all the beans instantly go into you. However, I just like to watch them drop. I mean, why not? Anyways, put the block onto that block. That's all I can come up with. And let the platform come to you. Come here, platform. I've been expecting you. Ride the platform all the way to the challenge star. Collect the challenge star. Hop on back. You may want to wait for a full cycle because that's never safe. And then you can jump onto it, climb, and that is everything.
Congratulations, Mr. Potter. You completed the challenge. You've collected all the challenge stars. 20 points for Gryffindor. Now, off you go.
Now he goes out that door. You may wonder, what does he do out there? But now that the cutscene's over, there is one more secret. As you see, you have a block in here, in this random room he was in, apparently. If you bring it over to the switch, you got a chest with beans in it. Well, that is not what we care about. We care about getting 4. This has been Pac-Quaza. See you guys next time.